Hello everybody, welcome to another video. My name is Infiniti and I am back with another Sentro knitting machine video. Today's video I will be showing you guys another yarn that may or may not work in the machine. I actually have no clue, so we'll be discovering this together. Today I have a skein of Joann's Big Twist in the Heather. It feels super soft, but sometimes feeling can be a little deceptive, so I wanted to pop this into one of my machines back here and test it out for you guys today. So without further ado, I'm going to jump right into this video. First and foremost, it's not a tutorial, it's just kind of a guide, a visual guide. I do have a blog post listing all the yarns that I have tested over the years that work or don't work with the Sentro knitting machine, and I'll leave that linked in the description and the top comment below if you're watching this on YouTube. Alright, let's jump into the video. Alright, I am here with my Sentro 32 needle knitting machine. I'm going to go ahead and crank this and find my first indicator needle right there. Okay. And a little bit about this yarn. Like I said, it's the Big Twist Heather. It is almost a tweed looking yarn. This is the color beige. It is 380 yards in this skein, or 6 ounces. It takes 1 to do a scarf, 1 to do a hat. If you're going to make a sweater, they recommend 3 skeins, or if you're going to do a big blanket, like a 50 by 60 inch, then they recommend 6 skeins per project. The gauge for this is a US 8 or a 5mm knitting needle. Same goes for the crochet hooks, a standard US 8 or 8 crochet hook, 5mm crochet hook, and it is considered a 4-weight yarn, which if you guys have been around for any length of time, you know that that already sends off alarm bells in my head, but you know what, we're just gonna go for it. Alright, just gonna do a regular cast on. Again, this is not a tutorial. If you're looking for Sentro tutorials, I have a very popular playlist back on my channel. You can check that out if you want to learn how to use this machine and also support the channel. Alright, just alternating these bad boys back and forth. This yarn feels really nice in my hand, so I have high hopes for it. If this turns out well, I would definitely recommend winter sets with this yarn because it is gorgeous. Alright. And we will be working in the round today. I think for, just to be safe, I'm going to put this in the largest tension hole. Just in case. You know, I don't really want my tension to be too tight on this one and grind up my gears. Alright. I'm just going to crank this really slow. Alright, I am coming around to this last needle, and the first needle, the indicator needle, right there. Now, you guys know that these machines typically don't come with a row counter unless it's the 48, and I don't have any installed on my machine, but I do want to know how many rows I have. So a little pro tip. Typically an inch of fabric on this machine is equal to 6 rows. Typically. This is 2.5 inches, so I want to say 12. So I should have about 15 rows here. That's not exact, but it's usually pretty close. I'm going to crank a row without yarn to cast off of here, and I'm going to pull this off of the machine. I am very surprised by this yarn. Again, it is a 4-weight, and typically 4 weights are a no-go in this machine. Usually for me, the sweet spot is a DK weight yarn, maybe a sock yarn, double-stranded at the thickest. So this is pretty great. This has been gliding through here like butter. I have no tuck stitches. That's a great sign. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and cast off here, and I'm going to bring you guys back to look at the fabric. Man, that came off of there so great. No snags or anything. Alright. And this is what the fabric looks like. This feels so amazing. Again, wait, did I read that right off the label? I don't remember if I mentioned the fiber content of this yarn, but it is 100% acrylic. So this is a really great look. Let me zoom in for you. Just look at that. This fabric is gorgeous, and it is spongy and stretchy. So this is great for hats. If you want to make scrunchies out of it, you could. I do have a tutorial for that back on my channel if you want to check it out. It reminds me of when I did the Woolies yarn on, wait, was it the Woolies? No, it was the Fisherman's Wool on this machine. Absolutely gorgeous. So does Joann's Big Twist Heather work on the Sentro knitting machine? Absolutely, it does. I'm so happy to have discovered this. Like I said, this was my first run with it. I will be leaving the link to this yarn and the knitting machine that I have in the top comment and the description box below. So if you want to check out either of those things and support the channel, you can. Alright, I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If so, don't forget to leave this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring that notification bell if you're watching this on YouTube, because it really helps out the channel by leaps and bounds, and it lets me know that I should continue making this content. If you want to support me outside of YouTube, consider dropping me a coffee. I will leave the link to my coffee page linked in the description box below. I have a new goal set up over there. Hopefully we can reach it by the end of the year, and I can get my life together, but if not, oh well, I guess. Anyway, until next time, happy making.